He did a good job too. Tell you what.
Carlson's in
Yeah, I thought I come join. Oh, that was a hell of a P2 race.
You missed a great LMP1 race. That thing was amazing.
Oh, I heard. Rampage made a nice debut. It was a good lobby though. Issues arose, I mean, after a while.
Yeah, I heard about Death Maggot and his Jaguar.
He's an idiot. He really is. I'm not going to put that lightly. I mean, a couple of times, I mean, we had some accidents when, you know, it was damaged, but at some point he almost, you know, he was in the middle of the track and Nick almost ran into him leading. He impeded a whole bunch of people anytime they tried to pass him. And later on in the race he came down and wrecked Vampira going into 17. And he was just being really, just having showing poor conduct. A shame.
That is a shame.
But it was a good race though, I mean, Nick was a rocket ship, there was no catching him. I mean, it wasn't that he was dramatically quicker, but he was pulling away at a steady pace. I ran a hell of a race, he really did.
Who won the GTE class category? The amateur class? Yeah.
Cam was by, Robinson car.
By who?
Crave, what's his full name? Yeah, Crave, yeah, something. Yeah, so he ended up doing, again, it was a really good race. I mean, and you know what? I did exactly what I wanted to do at the start. I got down the inside and took second from Cal, and it was pretty much smooth sailing from there. Bandicoot was really giving a run. He worked on the car overnight, I could tell, because he was right up there battling with me for second. Again, later on he had a couple of issues, and unfortunate. But, you know, it was a good lobby. I can't say enough about the GT guys. Yeah, but for the most part, the AM guys were super. They were really helpful with, you know, letting everyone past and communicating. And the other LMP guys were pretty good as well, the P2, because, again, we got spread out. There was issues. I think it ended up with pretty much nobody was on the same lap. How's Lobby 1 been going? What happened to Briska?
He lagged out.
Oh, shit. But still Audi 1, 2, 3, that's good to see.
Yep. Riots and lead and GT.
And from what I see, Peugeot's not had a great day so far.
No, not really.
Daz was in fourth. With the driver. Daz was in fourth, that's good for him. I mean, getting a good debut for the muscle milk car.
Yeah, it's after
his lead.
He's wrecked a few times. That's still pretty good debut in fourth. Depending on how.
And yeah.
Because he's still.
How did you? I heard Lobby 3 had a shitload of issues.
I have no idea right now.
Does anyone know who won GT Amateur?
That would be Crave.
Crave Driller. I'm fitting up.
Crave Driller.
Oh,
Yeah, Nick, you know what, I'll admit, Nick was definitely the better driver, but, I mean, he only put one lap on me in the closing minutes, so I did my best to hold on. I mean, the car was excellent, and, you know, it was a, you know, event-free day, not a bit of damage, and, yeah, came out looking pretty good. In general Sal gave it his all, but again, if he spun at one point. And again,
I chose General Sal to win LMP2. I'm sad now.
And I mean, you know what? And I figured he would do this because he had more of a lapping to him, like for qualifying. Is he was really skilled on the start, and he went a bit wide at turn 1, and boom, I was on him.
Okay.
And then, I mean, you should have seen Bandicoot. He really improved. Like, he picked it up with the Pecom car. And if it hadn't have been for the incident again, this was post Vampira getting hit by the Jag, Vampira just slid going into a braking zone and slammed into the back of him, and unfortunately that put Bandicoot out of it. Kind of a shame.
And then Vampira did Vampira get hit and ended up going into someone else?
Well, what happened was going to turn 17, lapping the Jag for probably his 4th or 5th time, Vampira, the guy in the Jag who was right in the head turned down and hit Vampira and damaged him quite badly. And then going a couple corners later, going into the lap, Bandicoot passed Vampira, and then going into the braking zone, Vampira had absolutely no control and just slid and smashed into the back of him. Yeah, you're gonna see a formal complaint from Speed, because this guy was, I mean, a couple of times he was impeding cars. He was like in the middle of the road. He was in really dangerous places when he was parked, and then he was really sporadic. He did have a mic, but he wasn't talking. He didn't communicate. A couple of times, he was sitting against the outside wall of turn 17 and said he couldn't move, and then all of a sudden, 10 seconds later, he could move. You know, he would stop for 10 laps and then get going again, and they eventually quit out. But yeah, he'll be seeing a formal complaint on that, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, Crave Dweller ran a really good race. Like, he kept his nose clean, you know. He worked with all the rest of the P2 plastic, you know, let us by. He ran a good race.
I'm just annoyed my race ended as it did. Running a solid second, and James had just been in a little collision with Mr. Scuderia, who was being lapped after he got damaged after being hit by Jester early on. The lag. I started to catch you, and then I lagged out. So,
it's a shame. I heard Lobby 3 had a lot of lag issues, a lot of wrecks.
Yeah, a lot of people have suffered with lag. Ruckus couldn't connect to the lobby, by trying many things. He couldn't even connect to lobby 2. Obviously, Polaris was unable to race.
Oh, where's John the BMW gone?
Sorry?
Behind Rusty, John.
I'm checking. He looked like he just...
That's weird.
He went straight into the wall is what he looked like he did.
It looked like... Yeah, he must have... He's lost time.
Yeah,
I'd say he's gonna...
Yeah, he has damage.
He locked up, I think.
He doesn't have damage on my screen, although he has got...
I'm amazed that Rusty's running so well. I'm really impressed with Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty's a very good driver.
It's just a shame that Johnny couldn't have been here with the other Porsche.
Yeah. On my screen is telling me he has 10% front, 12% side, and 24% clutch damage. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I ran a good race. And again, I did what I expected to do.
Well, maybe you'll thank yourself. You know what I'm saying?
At least you started the race on time.
So yeah, Shifty's an official mechanic person.
Engineer.
Okay, engineer, there you go.
Strategist. Team manager, all of the above.
You know what? I don't think Vampiro was even slightly intoxicated. That's good.
That's good.
And Toad, it's a shame because Toad got caught up early on when the Jag guy spun, the first of many spins. And Toad got caught up and damaged himself a little bit, and it's a shame.
Venom's managed to unlap himself. Still about half a lap behind Ricky though. 43 minutes left. Ricky has damage. Can Venom pull off a famous win?
Ricky made a
What's
mistake.
happened
He got in the
to
sticky
there?
grass.
Ricky's mate, yeah.
Ricky's in the sticky grass. He's out though.
And Venom,
Oh,
world champion, who was at one point in this race a lap down, come back.
Is it the comeback story of the century?
Memorable victory.
Are all the pros literally out?
yes, they're all out.
Wow. And
I don't think there's a...
Engine failure.
I read at the what NRG Rampage posted, essentially he ran into the back of midgets, and then later on in the race spun and was collected by Stuttgart, which I imagine ended Stuttgart's race. But man, how did he turn strong? And I mean, Dazzler hasn't disconnected, and that's amazing. Right there is a victory, I think, for him.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's some serious lag in this lobby.
It's mostly all my... yeah. Hamilton has...
It looked like the Audi jumped under the BMW.
Yeah, it did.
Man, those Audi liveries look sad. Thanks, turn 10. Thank you. Everyone, give a hand to turn 10. Yeah. I really do have to give it to Shifty because you helped me so much. You boosted my confidence, and I mean, you boosted the ability of the car, and I mean, you know, I couldn't be any happier with where I finished. Not a victory, but for me it is.
Be a lot happier. Yeah, my first thing to target was getting a podium, and
I you know what, to be fair, at the start, I wasn't quite sure because General So got a better launch than me, but then he mucked it up going into the first corner and it was just gone. And I mean, I did have, like, Gear 2 had great legs, because, like, a couple times when Bandicoot was right on the back of me, down the straight I was leaving him by a good few miles an hour. That was partially what allowed me to keep from going a lap down until the last minutes. But I mean, again, I like to hand it to Speed here as well. Speed, you were a great lobby host, and everything was set up nicely, and, you know, we conducted ourselves in a quite professional manner. I mean, with the exception of the various incidents involving said Jaguar, it was pretty good. Yeah, there goes Ricky.
on the chat box on the live stream, Toad says, Carlson, how can he talk for 3.5 hours straight? Which I guess is an interesting question. It seems there isn't much going on at the moment. I'd like an answer.
I don't know. I just talk, and words come out, and yeah. It's how I keep myself occupied, really. But they were a great bunch of guys, too. Like, Nismo especially was funny with that interesting New York accent. And Bandicoot sounds like a British Don Corleone. Weird. Oh, for God's sake! The commentator's gone to bed now that Carlson has arrived. Thanks, Neil. Really appreciate it, bud.
Fuck all going on.
I know, that's the reason why. I'm glad there's more people in the lobby. That's the thing I was worrying about was not enough to talk about.
I'll find something. I'll talk about the color of the grass, which, by the way, is quite nice. Sebring is very nice grass.
But I guess I like
This is going out right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa, viewers!
We have, how many viewers do you have? We have 20 viewers.
Holy crap!
Not so bad.
Man, like a celebrity now.
I hit a peak of 23 earlier. I noticed anyway. It could have been more.
Nah, 23 is about the biggest. We got 25-ish.
Jesus.
At least we get people watching the races again.
Yeah. It's the first race. It's the more we do it, the more it's going to go up no matter what.
So why is this lobby an hour behind anyways?
That issue. That issue sorting out the other lobbies.
It sounds like literally every lobby but 4 had issues.
I know four started. It's not like four started early.
We started just around 3 actually.